we've been reading our best emails and stuff, and using like crazy subject lines as titles. And we decided that we were going to read the Gary Halbert personal ad. And so we used the Gary Halbert personal ad headline as the title of the Facebook post. And then Joshua copied and pasted a crap load of the text from the ad into the description for our live stream. Thought that was because we'd been doing that with our emails, right? And then what happened was a whole bunch of women jumped on the live stream that knew me, and it looked and seemed like I was writing the ad, and that it was a personal ad from me. And
you got hit up?
Only slightly, but it was really funny. It was absolutely hilarious.
So somebody slid into your DMs.
No, nobody slid into my DMs, but it was a very funny. When we realized that I had inadvertently placed a personal ad with Gary Halbert's copy on my Facebook feed, it was it was just like, it was a bit embarrassing because that was not intentional.
Well, never mind.
Okay, Joe, I do want to let you know that Joshua says hey.
Joshua, what is up, man?
Joshua Shafran.
Am I supposed to see chats and stuff like that, or
what's that?
Am I supposed to see anything that I need to know?
No. He told me to say hey when we were texting earlier today, and I told him that you and I were probably going to live stream. So, everybody, I want to introduce you to Joe Lavery. This is the first time that Joe has been on one of my live streams, I think, right?
Recently.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't done anything together in a long time, but Joe was the marketing super genius that I happened to bump into at just the right time when I was starting List Crusade in 2000. Been on one of my live streams, I think, right? Yeah, mute that tab right out.
Just did.
It's okay.
Mute Facebook. I didn't know where the mute button was fast.
Dude, I've made that mistake so many times. It's all good. It's all good. So Joe was part of the original super team that created List Crusade. And I knew very little about marketing or copywriting or any of this stuff at the time. And again, this is like 2003, 2004. And what happened, Joe, I don't know if you even realized this. So what happened was I went through NPod, right? Mm-hmm. And I did all the homework in NPod, and I built a blueprint that became List Crusade. And I realized I needed all these people to pull List Crusade off, and who had skills that I didn't have. And you were one of the people that we were like talking in forums or wherever. I don't even know how we got. Oh no, we got introduced through Nitro and through the Nitro Marketing Mindset.
I was going to refresh your memory.
Everybody, thank you. But everybody else we were talking to in forums. So that's how List Crusade came to be. And so now I'm working with Joshua a lot on that. But Joe and I go way, way, way back. And we worked together on a project called the Nitro Marketing Mindset for Nitro Marketing, where he was the project manager and the lead marketing, copywriting. Like he was doing all the heavy lifting on building the entire marketing process for this launch that we did with Nitro. And that
wasn't easy back then.
What?
It wasn't easy. We didn't have ClickFunnels. We didn't even have WordPress.
I know, it was crazy. There was no live video. Like Nitro was, they were the first people to be doing webinars. They were called webcasts at the time. And no, it was much, much, much more difficult. And that project, Joe, that you and I worked on together, the Nitro Marketing Mindset, that got me my first $13,000 royalty check. And that check completely changed my life.
I know, that's when you moved out of that apartment and you upgraded.
As a result of List Crusade and our work together.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Amazing. So the point is, Joe Lavery is a absolute super genius. I can tell you with absolutely no hesitation that his stuff works, and it works incredibly well, and it has worked incredibly well for me. And the reason that we're talking right now is because Joe and I were on the phone a couple of days ago, and I was like, what's this whole email God thing? What do you got going on, dude? And I was really intrigued. Now, I have to tell you guys, number one is that I trust Joe's marketing expertise implicitly. How long have you been around in the marketing world? 18 years?
18 plus, yeah, 2003.
Okay. So Joe is incredibly good with marketing and thinking and tactics and strategy, not always as good with people. And the reason I tell you this is because, Joe, like putting you on the spot, like you're not like a glamour queen. You know what I'm saying? Your brain is absolutely incredible. And the thing about this that I have to tell you guys is first of all, I haven't completed the email God method yet. And the process that Joe is outlining here, I mean, when we were talking earlier, I said, Joe, what's the big promise of this methodology that you've created? And you said, well, more opens and clicks guaranteed for the rest of your email marketing career.
Well, for a while.
Pretty.
If I sell too many copies, it won't be quite as effective. But I think we've got a pretty good head start. So
first of all, if you don't have an email list, honestly, not worth your time. If you have an email list and your bread and butter is your email list, pay close attention because you're not going to learn how to do this right now. Okay? So this is the thing. First of all, I haven't completed the course, so I can't completely let the cat out of the bag even if I wanted to.
It's a very long course, so.
No, so this course is the shortest email marketing course you will ever take that will dramatically and immediately improve the revenue that you're able to generate from your list. And it sounds like a pie in the sky bogus promise. And I assure you, even though I haven't tested it yet, the methodology is sound. And I'm in my email tonight, my email tomorrow morning is going to use Joe's methodology. And the reason I'm telling you about this is because we're going to circle back and I'm going to let you guys know how it went.
I'm going to come back for another one. Yeah.
That's right. So, Joe, how did you discover this? Did you hear about it? Did you read about it? Did somebody
I'm
else
observant.
about it?
I'm observant. And I noticed someone else doing it. I didn't know if it was an accident. I figured it out and tried it out. It worked for an old list that I'm resurrecting from the dead, and got really, really amazing results. Did some split tests and noticed that just doing this one thing, email God method versus no email God method. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my 2:15 do some push-ups alarm.
Oh, dude, you want to do some push-ups right now?
Yeah, you want me to do them right?
Like I only have like 2 feet behind me, but you could do your push-ups in front
I know.
of
I could go right over the fridge. You guys could see it, and then you.
Dude, I do push-ups every morning. I've been going for 8 weeks now, doing morning workouts with my kids. I'm getting my push-up game back on. I was doing so many push-ups, my armpit started swelling. It's crazy.
I've never had armpit swell.
Oh, it's no good. You don't want the old-fashioned armpit swell. It's no good.
Yeah. So anyway, what this whole thing is, Solomon, is like what I like about it is that it's not a course, because I've put so many courses out over the years, and I stopped the last 4 years to start my agency.
Right.
And now I'm kind of transitioning back. It's a common cycle. People get burnout from client work and agency work at a certain point, no matter how much you like it, no matter how much you like getting $10,000 wired to you in one shot. Like you start self-sabotaging. If you're a freelancer, if you haven't built out a full infrastructure and a real team, and it was basically me and some outsourcers, so like, it's basically like a glorified freelancer job, but I was very good at what I did. And, but at the end of the day, you start self-sabotaging because you're like, oh, I could go get another $10,000 client, but shit, and I have so much freaking work to do.
Right.
I don't want to do that. And then part of me is like, I want to get back to selling products, no support, or there's support, but like no like time. It's just, and get back to some automated income streams. And so that's why I'm transitioning back. And I don't know, I got on a side tangent there, but
but let me ask you this question. So I know we're not going to give away all the details. I know that or I think based on your videos, half
Mhm.
of them that I've gone through. I haven't gone through the other. So how many total minutes is this course?
It's less than 20 minutes so far, but I am adding a bunch of bonus videos. It's going to end up being close to an hour probably. But to execute the main email God method,
In
like,
less
you
than
can-
20 minutes? Like,
you can-
that's a selling point.
No, it is.
I would find out exactly how many minutes of training it is and like really use that.
right now. There's four videos and a bonus video. So what I was starting to say is what I like about this is that, you know, I wish every course could be like this. I've created a lot of courses, but usually what ends up happening is I overteach and I go on tangents and I give so much information because I want to provide value, but then people aren't able to execute at a high rate as you would like, which is common for everybody's course, even if it's, you know, somebody that's, you know, the best product delivery person on earth, probably like an Amy Porterfield, who just knows how to create a course and knows how to do it exactly in the right order. And it's beautiful and it's amazing. You're still going to have,
she's a presenter.
She's amazing.
Right? A very detail-oriented presenter, which is great. But that's not what we're dealing with here.
Right. So what I like about this is that, I mean, I wish every course could be like that, but just because of the nature of the method, it was so easy to teach. And it's not something that requires creativity. It's not something that requires a new way of writing your emails. It doesn't require a new way of doing something you've never done before, which requires learning, which requires comfort.
Let's come back to it. Let's come back to it. What's the benefit? What after people go through the email God method, what will they get? What will happen?
They'll just get, they'll stand out from their competition. They'll stand out from the noise. They'll rise above the noise in the inbox, and they'll get more people paying attention to their messages, more people taking action on their call to actions in their emails. So like if they're sending out webinar replays, they'll get more people watching the replay. If they're sending out an invite for a webinar, they'll get more people to register for the webinar. If they're just doing, you know, adding content and they want to get people to go watch their YouTube video to get views up, they're going to get more people watching their YouTube video. Whatever they're doing to promote in their business, they're going to get more eyeballs, more reach, and more engagement on what they're doing without, like I said, without having to learn how to write a new method, without changing their strategy, without changing their methodology of what they currently have going on, without changing their business model, without doing something complex that they haven't ever done, without having to do any of those things that normally would have to do in a new course. And that's why it's so short, because it's literally something anybody can do and they can execute it in 5 minutes.
If you have an email list and you know how to send email to it,
right?
Like if you have some sort
I'm
of
assuming those basics, yes.
Right. So if you have a Weber, if you have GetResponse, if you have SendGrid, if you have an email system that you use for your email marketing, and you can send out a mass email to the people, and you know how to do that right now, then so here's the thing. Let's talk about what this is not.
I think I've been doing that.
But when you think about this magic, amazing email method that automatically increases your opens and automatically increases your clicks as a direct result, it seems a little pie in the sky.
I know. I wish that's what I'm saying. I wish every
this is completely unscripted, so I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, but fortunately I know the answers already. So is this about first name personalization in the subject line?
It is not.
Is this about using emojis?
No, but you could use emojis.
You could, but
if you're already using emojis, just add this to it.
But it has nothing to do with emojis.
It has nothing to do directly with this method, no.
Does it have to do with how you are writing your subject lines in terms of the words?
No, not by default. The core method, no. But like obviously, if you know how to make a better subject line, it'll work better.
Yeah, but the course isn't about how to write good subject lines.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. And is the course about how to write email body copy that'll get people to click like gangbusters? No,
but these are good ideas for bonuses.
They are great ideas for bonuses, but that's not the method.
Nope, it's not.
So interestingly, this is one of the only email conversion methodologies that I've heard of that doesn't involve any type of copywriting.
Which means that anybody can do it. Literally anybody. If you have an e-commerce business, if you use Shopify, if you're selling physical products, if you're selling digital coaching, high ticket webinars, it doesn't matter what you're doing, what kind of list you have. If you want to get more of the people on your list engaged with what you have going on, more people to see your message, this will work instantly for you.
So here's the deal.
The very first time you do it, the first time you go through the course, 18-minute whopping videos, 4 videos, 18 minutes, And then within 5 minutes, you can execute this and you'll see the results the very first try.
Awesome. So before our call, we talked about a few different things, but did you or didn't you make me a special redirect?
I didn't.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I thought we decided on. I just wanted to make sure. So here's what you guys need to do. If you want to dramatically increase your opens and your clicks and your sales on any email you send, starting immediately without adjusting any of your copy, and this is something, the course is only 20 minutes, Joe, but how long does it actually take to, like if I'm going to send out a broadcast, if I was going to write a broadcast and spend the next 15 minutes writing an email and send it out right now, how long would this take me to actually implement? Once I go through the videos and I understand how to do it, how long would it take?
Great question. How long does it take you to copy and paste Control A, Control C, and then from a document that I give you, you open up a text file, Control C or Control A to copy it, to select it all, Control C to copy it, and then you go into your email into a secret field, and then you do Control V in a certain spot in your email.
I like that.
How long would that take?
Yeah.
That's how long it takes.
I'm going to say maybe about 15 seconds total. And that's
that is, if someone's not great,
all the transition time, If
you're like my dad and you don't know about Control C, Control V, and you're using right click to copy and paste, then yeah, 15 seconds.
Hey, you're calling me an old man?
No, I'm not. I think you know Control V. Oh, you're fancy. It's Command V. Sorry.
So
I'm Windows, okay? But I don't support. Never mind. We're not going to go there.
We're not going to go there. So awesome. Well, I actually have a meeting to get to in just a few minutes with my kids and their homeschool thing. So here's the deal, guys. If you want an immediate increase in the revenue that you can produce from sending emails to your list without sacrificing anything, without writing in a way you don't agree with, without radically changing the formats that you do your emails, without changing any of the copy, this is an amazing strategy that I'm going to be reporting in on and letting you know how it works. But Joe, I know you have, I don't want to give the details away, but you have a very, very specialized pricing for the first 10 people to jump on this. And so here's what you guys need to do. If you're an email marketer, if you want to increase your conversion, then immediately send me a private message and in the comments, type email God. So send me a private message and type email God into the comments. I will send you to a link where you will see everything that's involved as well as the pricing. And that's it. I think
the pricing is pretty straightforward. It's for what it does. It's a no-brainer. In fact, Hellman, I didn't tell you about this, but like somebody who has sold over $100 million online in the last few years just bought this yesterday. So, obviously,
what are the initials of said person? Can you say the initials?
I don't know. I think it would be too obvious if I did that.
All right, don't tell the initials. Maybe we'll tell you the initials after you get the course. In the meantime, guys, this is very, very, very cool stuff. I'm not going to be like, oh, I made $100 million with this yesterday, because I haven't yet.
No, do that.
But it is super smart. It's super brilliant. I'm using it in my next few broadcasts. I'm sure it will work really, really, really well. And I know Joe and I know his stuff. We've been friends and we've worked together for almost 20 years. I mean, it's crazy. Like I've been in this game for 17 years and as long as I've been doing it, I've known Joe. He's been an incredible influence on me. And frankly, between you and me, like an incredible blessing on my life, like you and who you are and how you think and what you do, literally has made me millions of dollars.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll write that down. But honestly, you've been amazing as well. I could talk about it. We could talk about it another time. But you've been there for me in different periods of my life, where I've had ups and downs. So I really appreciate that. You are not a fair weather friend. I like that.
That is good. The fair weather friends suck. They suck.
Suck donkey.
All right, come on now. So, yeah, guys, if you want the email God method, if you want to know what all this is about, type email God in the comments. Shoot me a private message, and we'll send you to a link with a great discount for the first 10 people using Joe's system. And we'll tune in over the weekend and let you know what is what.
All right.
You have anything else to say, Joe?
No, thanks for having me, and look forward to getting back on here over the weekend.
Rock and roll. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Toodaloo.